So, hey, so speaking of birds, I like that segue. For the last few months, I've been over in Dino-Land working with this guy who's also a bird, Donald. You probably heard this. It just happened. It was in the news. So just the other day, scientists finally said, that's it. Enough monkeying around, even with birds. Birds are dinosaurs. If birds are dinosaurs, Donald is a bird, which means Donald is a dinosaur. Just don't say that to his face. So, when he found this out, he blew his little bird brain and said, this is great. Let's have a big party. I want to have some fun. So he got all his friends. His girlfriend Daisy, who is, you know what, not just a pretty face, she's an amazing designer. You'll see what she's designed over there. She's designed this amazing truck, which looks like a traveling billboard. They all got in this truck from Duckburg, traveled here, got here today, unpacked, signage all over. Daisy did all these amazing outfits for everyone. Wait till you see Donald's new look and Daisy's new look. Well, somebody had to fund all this, right? Uncle Scrooge. So Uncle Scrooge is here. He didn't come in the truck. He came via plane, launch pad. You can see remnants of things that fell along the way. The launch pad's here, launch pad quack. Scrooge is here. You got Donald, you got Daisy. Someone needed to take care of the Midway, so Goofy's here and is taking care of the Midway. In a place called Dino-Land, there's a lot of bones. Pluto got one whiff of that. He's been hanging out in the boneyard the whole time, so he's there. And then, be announced to all those guys. Are you getting all this? Okay, good. Be announced to all of them, we have a couple stowaways. They have the Maleficent syndrome. So yes, Chip and Dale have stowed away. They have come here. If you look back at the back of Cretaceous Trail, just follow the signs that they've made all the way to the back of Cretaceous Trail. They're adorable. They've made their own costumes. They look like a Stegosaurus and a Triceratops, and they look like little kids in feety pajamas. And they're back there advertised as the Chipmunkosaurus. So back in Dino-Land now, it is covered with our Disney characters. Once upon a time, we had a place called Camp Minnie Mickey, where we could see a lot of characters, but then a planet fell on it. So we needed a place, a new home where you could see a lot of these guys. So Donald had a great idea. So now you go there, you can see eight of our Disney VIPs. They are having a blast, celebrating Donald's lineage to dinosaurs. Donald's Dino-Bash happening right now all day, and at 4 o'clock they start a dance party. I'm sure Chip and Dale, knowing them, they're going to just drop what they're doing and hang out at the dance party at the Truckosaurus. So that's it in a nutshell. So you're going to come and see it, right? All right. Am I supposed to ask for questions or just do a dance? Don't you put that on? Don't you put that on? All right, all right. Anything? Anyone? You. Hi.
Hi.
Who are you?
My name is Cheryl. I'm with On The Go and MCO.
Hi, Cheryl.
I'm a big Chip and Dale fan.
Hi.
I'm a big Chip and Dale fan.
Okay.
In the past, we've never merged the Chipmunks with Donald in the past. I've never seen that happen.
Well, you know the relationship's frustrating. They're always, they're in his hair.
Yeah, so, I assume we won't see that interaction in that way, or we're keeping them away, or
I don't think Donald knows they're there. Because Donald has this amazing welcome center. See, he's in the heart of it all. So it's Donald there, big welcome center. He's there. Daisy's doing her thing with her design studio. You got everybody doing their thing. But if you go through the Cretaceous Trail, they're hiding in the back until you see what they're hiding behind is huge. So I still think he knows. Donald doesn't know they're there. Okay. So don't tell him. He's in a happy mood. Don't ruin it. All right. Anybody else? Yes.
So I was over there this morning and I noticed that the background music changed and updated. Was that part of the whole plan of the Dino-Bash?
Yes. Next, no. Yes. I mean, Chester and Hester, who, been there forever when Route 66 went through there. They've been there forever. However, when this event came in, they wanted to bring in all this new colorful signage. I mean, they're all colorful. The music needed to be colorful too. So if you really listen, it's all about ducks and dinosaurs and bones and digging and celebration, and there's a lot, and if you listen carefully, there's also a DJ who's running the show from WDNO Radio. It's a tiny little booth up on the top of Restaurantosaurus. It's a tiny little window. I hear it's hot up there. Anyway, he's doing his radio show from up there, so he's also telling all the interesting information about why Donald's here and the connection from dinos and birds and all that. So, yeah, good question. So far, all of your questions have been great. All right, don't blow it. All right, what's yours?
Are there any re-themes planned for Primeval World because it's in the center of the entire Bass area?
So that's part of Dino-Rama right now. So Dino-Rama, the Primeval World, all those. No, I mean that's the carnival that's come to town. It's kind of hanging out. So not that I know of. I just know it sounds better over there now.
Yes.
Right. Anybody else? How about you? You're just staring at me. It's like everybody else has their little phone. You got this big old honking thing staring right at me. Yes.
I was over there earlier too, and I saw Scrooge McDuck in a costume I've never seen before, and B, there's like these informational signs.
Yes.
What's behind the signs on the new costume?
Wow. Nice. Things are good. Good sign. Okay, so first of all, yes, Scrooge. Okay, you know, a lot of people just know him as this guy who's all about money. If you've really been watching DuckTales, you really get into his true story. He's an amazing. What was that, DuckTales? Good. I thought I said DuckTales. Thank you. All right. Yeah, he's Indiana Jones. I mean, he's just into it at all. Matter of fact, when you go to his area, look at the bulletin board behind you, because from what I can tell, he's up to something. I think, oh sure, I'll be fine here, nephew, let's go. But I think he's on the hunt for something else, so check out the board. So that outfit looks just like what he's wearing in DuckTales. He went from one. Okay, grumpy Lion King hat. All right. By the way, you win for the best shirt. Okay. So yes, at one time he had his kind of blue attire, but now ever since DuckTales came out, it's about time he changed that, and it's like this brand new red attire. Yeah, as of today. And then as far as the informational signs, yeah, there's 4 different informational signs around the area. One by the crocodile, which basically says that birds are more closely related to crocodiles than actually lizards. And there's one over by the Ornithomimus statue, and then one over by Donald, and then one by that bird. And then there's also one by the cranes, just to kind of tie the event that's happening there to our animal friends that live there. Okay, you have a twofer. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? All right.
What would you say you're most proud of?
What's that?
What are you most proud of?
What am I most proud of? My kids.
Well, that too. But with the involvement of Donald's Dino-Bash.
Oh, being a part of it? Well, I tell you what. That's a great question, because I got a flood of thoughts. But when you really think, he asked me, what am I most proud of to be a part of that? I would say it was that got answered. I knew what it was going to be, but it got answered today. You got all these famous individuals, right, coming to Dino-Land. You got this new look. You got this new sound. I knew that was, but to watch people's faces light up, to see people like Launchpad, who they rarely ever see, or Scrooge, who they rarely ever see, and then some of our VIPs that are in a completely different look in an environment, just to see the love, especially the fans. The fans. We could not wait to see it. Look, get real close. See, those are goosebumps. See that?
Wow.
I got goosebumps. Yeah, it was just so cool. They were so happy. It's like the land feels so happy. You know, it just really feels happy. And I love that it's a cool place to begin with. But now, it just really feels joyful. It's a celebration, and everybody seems to be really digging it. So don't mess it up. All right. Anything else?
I have a question.
Oh, yes!
So with all the new costumes,
yes.
Can you give us a little bit of insight of, wardrobe and figuring that out, and what was most important to you?
Well, okay, so if you didn't, about their new looks, this is simple. Okay, so Donald has this idea. He, immediately goes to girlfriend. Daisy says, I got it. Well, see, when he looked into the Cosby, into the dinosaurs, he literally followed his lineage. Like what dinosaurs was the duck line connected to? It's not going to be a long neck dinosaur, and even those duck-billed dinosaurs, that's not part of the family tree. I thought it would be, but no, just because they look alike doesn't mean they're part of the family tree. It's more of those small little raptor-like dinosaurs. That's the lineage. If you follow it scientifically, he's like that. So as soon as he found his great, had about another million of those great cousins, he said, definitely, I want to look like him. So the costumes are designed to look in that color palette and that design to look like them. So Donald and Daisy look like their dinosaur ancestor. All right? And then Goofy, well, he's in charge of the Midway, so he just wanted to look like Dinorama, like he jumped in it. So he looks like he's covered in it. Pluto, he's in the boneyards having a good time, but you can look at his bandana, it's all dinosaurs. So everybody's just celebrating this dinosaurs. Dinosaurs have always been cool, unless they're chasing you. I mean, they're always cool, so they're having a good time. Anything else? And I think I'm done.